Rich Henson reporting from the White House. Rich, thanks for that. To discuss what the president's done and where he's headed, we're joined now by Kellyanne Conway, counselor to the president. Kellyanne, welcome back to Fox News Sunday.
Thank you, Chris.
So we just heard President Trump say it's all working out very nicely, but in fact, as we've seen, there are protests across the country, and now federal judges have stepped in to at least temporarily block deportation of people who would come in who are banned from coming in under his order. Shouldn't that have been worked out before this order went into effect?
The judge in Brooklyn, the Obama appointee judge in Brooklyn's stay of order really doesn't affect the executive order at all, because the executive order is meant to be prospective. It's preventing, not detaining. And so you're talking about 325,000 people from overseas came into this country just yesterday through our airports. It's 325,000. You're talking about 300 and some who have been detained or are prevented from gaining access to an aircraft in their home countries and must stay for now. That's 1%. And I think in terms of the upside being greater protection of our borders, of our people, it's a small price to pay. I am told by the officials that anyone who's been detained, if there's no further threat, if they're not dangerous to this country, they can expect to be released in due course, as most of them have already. So the ones that are here will be allowed, if they're vetted, to stay. You're talking about the people who came on aircraft?
Yes.
Yes, if they're vetted. It's a routine screening process that they'll go through. If they are not dangerous, if they're not a threat, then they will be disposed of in a case-by-case. Their situations will be handled on a case-by-case basis. I was stopped many times, weren't you, after 9/11? I didn't resemble or share a name with or be part of any kind of terrorist conspiracy, but this is what we do to keep a nation safe. I mean, this whole idea that they're being separated and ripped from their families, it's temporary, and it's just circumstantial in terms of whether you were one of those 300 and some who was already on an aircraft or trying to get on an aircraft, as opposed to the over 3,000 children who will be forevermore separated from the parents who perished on 9/11.